Welcome, my little Photoshop magicians. Let's have a drink for you. Today we're going to create another amazing artwork, just like always. Look at that! Actually, first of all, I didn't want to post this artwork, and then I just posted an Instagram story asking people, do you want me to post this? And everyone was like, yes! So I said, okay, then let's do it. And yes, you can see they loved it, just like always. And this is probably going to be a shorter tutorial. Oh my god, I think it's the Photoshop gods. They want me to tell you about my premium Photoshop classes where I teach how to create stunning artworks, and you can just go to learnfromfred.com and start your free month and get hundreds of tutorials for amazing art. Link is in the description. So first of all, just like always, we're gonna start by importing the image, and you can find the link for the image in the description as well. And let's just make it bigger and click that sweet OK button. Now we're gonna start by correcting the colors of our image so we can make it look magical. Let's go to filter and let's go to camera raw filter. And here again, you can play with these numbers on your own, or you can just copy my numbers here. As you can see, I added a little bit of yellow and also added a little bit of violet to make it look like a fairy tale. I decreased the contrast to minimum so I can better see the colors, and also I decreased a little bit of texture, and that will actually make the skin really smooth. And if you don't have this texture option here, that's because your Photoshop is old. You need to update it. And now let's go here to HSL adjustments, and here again I'm just playing with colors. So again, you can just copy my numbers. As you can see, I added more of cyan color here, and also I added more of orange colors, and also I made the red colors really pink. We can see here pink, we can see here cyan, we can see here orange. But that's not all. I decided to go back to basic edits and continue to do some edits and continue to do some changes. I just changed a little bit highlights, shadows and whites. As you can see, I decreased them, and also I increased vibrance. And let's not just go and click that OK button. I added here a hue saturation layer, but you don't need to do it because it's actually useless. We will not need it. So now let's go and create a new empty layer. Select our image, and now we'll actually have to cut out the girl from the background. And for that, we're actually gonna use the quick selection tool. As you can see, this tool here. And also when you use it, just make sure you have here plus selected, and let's just now click. As you can see, when we click, we can just quickly add what we need. And if you suddenly added more than you need, then you can just always go and choose the minus quick selection, which means you will subtract from the selection, and just again click and click in order to subtract from your selection, and just keep playing around unless you get it perfecto. As you can see, it looks already pretty good. Here, before we apply to our image, I actually want to create a copy of this image, and we can just do that by holding Alt or Option. So you just hold Alt or Option, you click on the layer, and then you drag it up. Boom, as you can see, a copy created. Or you could also just click right button here and choose duplicate layer and just click OK. And now when we have it, let's just select it and go here and click create mask, which means we will create a new mask. And as you can see here, we have this mask here, which includes only the girl. And if I just turn off the background, ta-da! And let's also delete this background layer. We don't need it, it's always there and it's so useless. So what I want to do now, I want to make sure that this mask is inside the image. So basically what we're going to do, we will click right button on the layer, and then we will go and choose convert to smart object, and see what's gonna happen. Boom, as you can see, now we have here only the girl. So now, my dear friends, what we're actually gonna do is we will finally create all of this liquid stuff that goes out from her face into the mirror and disappears into somewhere, and maybe it will never come back. Please don't cry, because we need to finish this work. You can always cry later. And now what you need to do, you need to go here, click right button on the brush, and there you have to choose mixer brush tool. Okay, not the normal one, but mixer brush tool. And here, before you do it, make sure you have sample layer selected. Make sure all of your settings are just like mine. Make sure both of these are selected, and don't pay attention to this thing here. Okay, don't worry about it. So what is this gonna help us do? This will help us to draw with the image itself. So for example, if you just go to this empty layer, as you can see, we create an empty layer. Let's just select it, and if I just start drawing, see what's gonna boom. As you can see, I started drawing from here, and it takes the skin and it actually drags it out into the mirror. So you'll have to do just click and drag. Okay, and before we start drawing, please go here and make sure you make it around 26%. What it actually does, this helps us to make our drawing smoother. So for example, if you draw something which is too crazy, you can always smooth it out. As you can see, I'm starting now from the lips, and I'm just drawing. As you can see, it just takes the color of the lips and it drags it into the mirror. Increase it to 46 so it's even smoother, if that's a word. As you can see, we can also take it back from the mirror, so we can actually mix it. We're actually mixing the color of the mirror with the color from the lips. And now we just need to continue doing it. For example, as you can see right now, I'm taking it from the nose, and I will probably speed this up so you don't need to watch all of this. Here I want to go and just click and create a new empty layer. I'm doing that so I can actually have new lines on a new empty layer. So just in case I want to edit something on them, I can always separate the old lines from the new lines, and it just can be useful. It's a good practice. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But if then something goes wrong, please don't come crying to me, okay? Because I warned you. And then we create another empty layer. As you can see here, I'm already starting to do a smaller lines. I already my brush smaller to 3 pixels. As you can see, I'm just drawing and the lines are really small and really thin. That helps us to give it more realism. Oh my god! We created another empty layer already, number 4. I'm really trying to play safe here. So as you can see, I made my brush actually a little bit bigger, and now I will try to do some thick lines. You know, so like this, we have small lines, we have average lines, we have thick lines. So, you know, it's just a mixture of everything. We don't want to let anyone out, right? Because if we don't use, for example, small lines, they will start crying and just like little kids. So now what I want to do, I want to create another empty layer. So you can see already layer number 6, but it doesn't really matter how many layers you have. It just, I'm just, you know, playing here really safe, but you don't have to create all of these layers. So here, what we're gonna do, we create a new empty layer, and now we're gonna use this smudge tool. As you can see, that's how it looks. And what this tool helps us to do is actually, it's just like, for example, if you would have drawn with the real colors on a paper, then you would take your finger and then you would just draw with your finger over the paper and colors. You would see that the colors are actually getting really mixed. They're getting like smooched. I don't know if that's a word, of course. So that's what it basically does. You will see, okay? But before you use it, make sure you use your sample layers and also strength around what I have here. And one more thing, as you can see here, I don't have a circle brush. I have a different type of brush. And if you want to use this type of brush, it's really easy, okay? I have shown this in every of my tutorials. All you have to do is just to go to Window and find the brush settings panel. And if you open that panel, you will see there are many brushes with different pictures, basically. And you just have to find this type of brush. And that's it. As you can see, I'm just clicking and dragging, and boom. Look at that, getting better and better with every second. And that's it basically with this artwork, guys. In the original artwork I actually did some more things, but unfortunately I didn't record them on a video, so I can't really show them to you. But in general, it's just few color adjustments. As you can see, nothing really too crazy, and this already looks fantastical. You have to agree with me. You agree with me, right? Right. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you want to support me and my classes, make sure to go to learnfromfred.com and start your free trial months full of premium classes. And also don't forget to tell about my tutorials to all of your friends, to your, I don't know, grandmother, grandfather, to your brother, sister, mother, father, anyone that you know, okay? Anyone that you know on Earth, okay? Just see anyone coming to you, even if you don't know the person, just go to him, okay? Do you know this guy that does these crazy tutorials? If he says not that he doesn't know me, then you just, you destroy his laptop. Don't do it. Please don't do it, okay? With that said, I will go back to where I came from, and yeah, I came from Narnia. Narnia is calling me.